Jordan Syatt here from SyattFitness.com, and in this exercise video of the week, I want to share with you a very simple, easy, and effective cue to improve your deadlift lockout. I was originally told this cue by Louis Simmons when I was training at Westside Barbell, which was actually about 3 years ago now, which is pretty crazy to think about. But when he first told me this cue, I used it myself and I implemented it within my own training, but I never really coached it very much. And I recently started using it with a lot of my athletes and my clients, and the results have been incredible. Literally, one rep they wouldn't use it, and the next rep after I told them what to do, their deadlift lockout dramatically improved. Weights that were initially slow up to lockout were now being locked out with pop, all right? And so I've been getting a lot of questions about how my deadlifts are like so powerful after lockout, even with heavy weights. And the rest of this article is gonna be geared towards giving you a bunch of different methods to use to improve your deadlift lockout. But this simple cue will be more than sufficient to dramatically increase your deadlift lockout immediately, okay? So what is the cue? Well, before I tell you, I want you to stand up and I want you to try it. Because if you aren't trying it and feeling it with me, then you're not gonna understand it, okay? So get out of your chair. I know this is annoying, but trust me, you're gonna appreciate it later. Okay, so now hopefully you're standing, and what I want you to do is I want you to get in a conventional deadlift stance and get your feet about shoulder width apart. And I want you to imagine that the bar is just above the knees, okay? So the bar is just above the knees, you're pulling, and keeping your knees bent. I want you to try and finish the lift. I want you to try and lock out while keeping your knees bent, okay? So, and this is what it's gonna look like. You're trying to get your hips through, squeeze your butt through, but your knees stay bent. Now, I don't know if you've been to a powerlifting competition, but I cannot tell you how many times I've been to a competition seeing someone trying to pull a max weight and they end up looking like this. They're trying to lock it out, trying to hitch it, trying to get up, and they can't do anything about it. And all they had to do was this one simple cue of lock their knees out immediately. As soon as the bar passes their knees, you need to lock their knees out fast and then use the hips to get up. If you literally, actually, if you're still standing, I want you to try this. And if you're not still standing, get up and try this. I want you to try and lock your butt out without locking your knees out. If you're here, if your knees are bent, you can't lock out. You physically cannot get your hips to lock out if your knees are bent. So if you lock your knees out immediately, all you have to do in the lift, if you're here, get through with your hips. And if your lats are strong enough, and if you're using your lats appropriately, which I've written about before, if your lower back is strong enough, if your upper back is strong enough, if your glutes are strong enough, which are all very important components, then that little hip extension movement, that one little pop, should not be an issue, and you should be able to get it fast and explosively. All right, so next time you're deadlifting, I want you to try it. As soon as the bar passes your knees, lock them out as hard and as fast as you can, and then finish the lift, okay? I'm gonna do a couple reps right now with lightweight to show you what I mean, and then you can carry that over, all right?